Okay. Oh, we just got some. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is our number 2 Business Builders Call. So I'm so excited that you guys are all here. Happy Mother's Day to all of our moms. And even if you're not a mom to a person, some of us are moms to little 4-legged birds that sometimes are nicer to us than the kids are. So, so happy Mother's Day, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Again, we're going to record it because I know sometimes people have some other obligations, especially today with a holiday. But I appreciate the time you guys put into it. And like we've said, it's, I think, easier to spend this time on here than have to go back and do it as well. But, you know, I think it sort of like says something too to the effect of, you know, by you scheduling and saying, all right, 8 o'clock Sunday is on 6 o'clock. This is not just a hobby for you. This is a job. You know, we've talked about that before. Our hours with this job is, you know, they're flexible, but they're not optional. And that's something always to think about, especially if you guys are focusing on planning and focusing on building your business. That, you know, that is a little bit of it that, you know, to sort of to sort of keep in play. You guys are being intentional and you're scheduling your time. So I think that that's a big thing too. So welcome again. So what we're going to do is start off this call with, I always love to have everybody go around and just sort of tell us what's good this week. Something had gone good. You like got off your butt and asked some people about something, or if you met somebody random, or you did a vendor party, or you did a really good show, just something that we can start off and just sort of share what you did, what was exciting. So Misty is going to go first because she can't even stand herself in her little halter top in the 85 degrees. So Misty, tell us what happened. What was good this week with you?
So I posted yesterday in regards to the barbecue baskets from the outlet, and I have sold 82.
Whoa. That is awesome.
I mean, I never in a million years would have thought I would sell 82 barbecue baskets. But I mean, it was just constant, and people were like, I need 3, I need 2. I'm like, okay. I had to go in and do six orders, and then I had to turn around and do another one, and I'm going to have to go on and do another one tonight.
Well,
because you have to buy them in 10. You can't buy more than 10.
And here's a couple things I do. What I would love to know is, this is a post because I saw. And this again is the basket on the outlet right now. Every one of you has an online outlet, and so Misty's on there. And I would love Misty. Did Terry use the same thing?
Yeah. I just changed it up. You know, I always take whatever somebody posted. I think the first person I had noticed had posted was either Michelle Anderson or maybe Missy, and I just took the picture, changed the verbiage, and I mean, in the first 20 minutes, I had sold like 45.
How much are they each?
They're $8.25, and so we just it's rounded up to $9 if you pick it up from me.
So that's like $675 right there in sales, which is amazing. Here's the thing.
I had to borrow my mom's credit card to do it.
And I'll tell you this. So what she did was she said, if anybody wants it, $9, free shipping, right? Because you're going to have it shipped right to you.
Right.
On the outlet. The one thing that, and I would get on and do it. The one thing I always worry about, some of us that have been around a little bit, I know Shannon probably remembers this too. Megan, you might. When there were certain things that were on sale or would come up on the outlet, and when you collect orders, because only lots of guys last. Happening is that people were taking orders and then going back in, and by the time they went to put the orders in, they were already gone.
Yeah. That's why I went on right away and bought them all yesterday.
Yeah.
And
so to watch that, but I think it's an incredible deal because of what they originally were, and we can post what that. I think I actually posted something similar to it yesterday. If you guys look on my page, and you can sort of do it there, but I mean that it's just a perfect example of taking something that you have there as a sale. Your outlet sales go towards that. Why not drive people to the outlet to be able to pick a really great, like we were talking about it for Father's Day? What an incredible, value of a product for only $8.25. But to be able to do that. So you just got those orders, Misty, by just posting it on your page.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now, I'm also going to preface, because I know this, Misty, from Terry tells me about it all the time. Misty has great results always by doing these different challenges. When you say I'm challenged to sell 20 of something, and some of you do it. Some of you, though, do not. So I don't want anybody to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe Misty sold 82 and like I can't even sell 2 of them. Like some people do. It's definitely, if you haven't done it yet, it's definitely worth the time, because you never know what product is sort of going to pull them and get them excited about it too. So
Yeah, because I sold 15 of the grill scrapers. I mean, still 15 was pretty decent. I mean, so it was strange.
Misty, do us a favor and post when you get to a place, when you get home or wherever you're going, to post some of those posts on the Business Builders page of what the pictures and what the post is that you're actually doing, because I've seen that one about the grill scraper too, and I think that's a fun one. But if you could put that one on there as well, would that be helpful?
Sure.
Thank you. Did you have a question, Heidi?
I was just going to ask, are they sold out of all that stuff? Or is there still some stuff available?
Yeah, there's still stuff on there.
I think Misty sold them all. They're all gone.
I have a question. I'm not really sure, since I'm new, about how the outlet works.
Well, all that you do, if they go to it can't be ordered under a show. If somebody goes to your website, Teresa, and they hit shop, and then one of the categories, because the categories are like stoneware, cookware, whatever. The very last one is outlet, and they just click on that. And Pampered Chef, it's all retired stuff. It's stuff we don't carry anymore, and they just put them in. So it's just a personal order, individually shipped, right to them. And I know sometimes we've had before where people go on and get outlet stuff, but they end up finding some other stuff and pay, so it's definitely worth, driving people to your outlet pretty regularly. But again, if somebody was just saying, because there's a little recipe card pack, bling card right now that are on there for like $1.25. They're really cute, but as a great giveaway. I mean, you can't go on at a consultant and order them. Go in under if you put a show under your husband or cat or something.
I even ordered under my dog.
Yeah, under your dog. You've got a show going. So you just go back in, log in as them, and then you can order, but they're great little giveaways too. They're easy to send for if you're doing, if you need for virtual parties, prizes and stuff. Because those originally were like almost $10, I think. So yeah.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Misty. And that'll help you guys earn some of the new products too. I mean, Misty, you're right there, almost at the first level, just by the $8 freaking baskets. That's crazy. Good
Thanks.
for you.
I was pretty excited. I mean, because you just never know, what's gonna. And I'll tell you though, I think have you ever wanted something just because somebody else wants it? And I think people see that posting, and all those people posting are continually allowing my post to be seen. It's kept up front, and they're like, well, Joe got 3. By God, I need 3.
Yeah, that's exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind
The internet.
sharing that would be great. If you could share those posts, that would
Sure.
I think we'd see them. And again, just take them and change up the wording a little bit for yourself so it doesn't look all the same. But they're great pictures, and I think you can sort of go along with the same thing. So thank you, Misty.
Thanks.
All right. So good. So Shannon, I want to hear about, because just so I know these specific people. Shannon, could you tell us, Grace has to ask us this. Myself on mute, but I'm listening to you, okay?
Okay. So Friday night, I did a another kickoff party just to kickstart the business because I let things go. And I invited 54 people. I had about 15 come, 8 bookings. Anna Veerling, 8 bookings.
Oh my gosh. For cooking shows or what?
Some cooking and some virtual. Yep.
Really? Are these new people?
They are not. Some are. I think 3 are brand new people and about 5 are not.
No. And when are they for?
May and June.
Perfect. That's exactly what you needed.
I had one trying to go into August, and I'm like, oh, no.
No.
June is great.
Yes, it is.
Not the special.
Yeah.
So, 8.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Good job. Now, you had maybe a recruiting potential there or 2, did you?
Yeah, no, not happening.
No. Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But not happening.
Next. Good. Way to go. Good for you. Because I know you put a lot of work in. Shannon's really kicking off her business. And so you put a lot of, that was something. I remember talking to you last week and you're like, I just have to be in, just do it. Just nail it down. I'm going to take care of it. And you did. And then you worked it this week following up with people. It's fun sometimes if you haven't done that before to be actually a host for a party and go through what hosts go through, and how to be an effective host for a party, I think sometimes is a good learning tool as well. So
it is. And we didn't cook. Like I had it almost like it was a guest host appreciation is what I called it.
Yeah.
So I had the food all out and we just played games for about an hour.
That's fun.
And then schmoozed.
Good.
So it was good.
Good.
Yay.
Awesome. Yay, Shannon. All right, who else wants to share what went good this week?
I'll share.
Okay, good, Heidi. I was going to call on you if you didn't.
I know you were.
Mhm.
So I got my ice cream maker yesterday.
Woohoo!
Excited about that. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't been feeling good this past entire week, actually. But I'm so glad that I'm able just to kind of get online and still communicate and stay in the loop because it's a big month for me. So I don't want to be totally out of the picture. So I was kind of bummed because it is a big month and I need all the sales I can get. And I had 2 parties that kind of just flopped. The hosts weren't able to, they had guests, but nobody was ordering. So then this person sort of out of the blue that I had randomly asked, do you want to do an online show? She was like, yeah, I'm thinking July, but I have knee surgery. And then she's like, let's just do it now. So I was like, okay, I'll set it up. This was at like 10 o'clock at night. So I'm like, I'll set it up in the morning. So I've got, that extra online show, not really extra, but in place because I had made sure I was front loaded. So now that kind of took the place of some that I had lost.
Excellent.
So hopefully those sales will pull through like I'm hoping. And I've been communicating with all of my girls and things are looking good.
Yay. Good, Heidi. Again, Heidi's looking to promote for the beginning of June 1st. So this is a big team for the coffin, or big month for the coffin team, right, Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm trying. I feel like I'm going slow, but I feel like I've really been trying to interact on my page.
Good.
I'm doing personal messaging. I've got people interested in hosting parties. They just have a lot of major things going on this month. I've been talking to it. She couldn't do it this month. I've really been touching base. I know she has kids. I'm like, it'd be great to get the ice cream maker for your kids for the summer. So I've just been trying to just reach out as much as I can, passing out books and just really trying to do that. It's going slow, but I'm continuing to try and putting effort into it. So hopefully it'll break.
That's the key, the consistency. Anybody that we know that's been in this for a while knows that, again, what you do today affects your business in 60 to 90 days. So being consistent all the time like that, just continually working it, it will come together. It definitely
Mhm.
will. So
Yeah, I'm trying to reach out to them, people that I know that really like Pampered Chef, and telling them I've got a party going on. This is when it, and just touching base. So, and talking to people at work, just, hey, I'm selling Pampered Chef, just building up that people interested in it, and just trying to be consistent. It's slow, but hopefully it'll break.
good. Good for you. Good, Teresa. How about you, Amy? What happened good this week for you?
I've got one recruiting lead, so I'm going to be following up with her tomorrow.
Good.
So
Good. Speaking,
yeah.
now, how did you find her? Is she just somebody from a show or somebody you know?
No, she's actually an old friend of mine that I was
Amy,
talking
you can't
to
walk
her.
without me.
What?
You cannot walk without me. So just hold up, sister. Let me get some.
Let's go, girls. Let's go. All right. So,
Yeah.
so you reached out to her?
What was that?
You reached out to her?
We actually just started talking, and she's looking for a little extra money, and so I was kind of talking to her about it, and I told her after I had a baseball tournament this weekend, so it was kind of crazy busy weekend for me, and she understands that, so I told her I would reach out to her on Monday.
Excellent. Good. You know what? I'm just thinking about, that's something that leads me into something that I know a few of you I already added in. I think Amy and Misty, Terry, but I'm just through, and there's a few girls that I know have recruit leads that are sort of interested, but not. So I will invite all of you if you want. And I don't regularly invite just the whole team anymore. I only do people that are interested in recruiting or maybe have some potentials. On Tuesday night, I'm going to do a virtual opportunity event. So what I do with that then is you invite your potentials, you message them and say, hey, I know we've been talking about this, and there's a totally online, just a 30-minute thing with some, good information about the business and stuff. It's really fun, and, I usually do a giveaway or something if they're, and, that you would love for them to check it out, that you invited them, and, will they be able to join you? And they tend to be, the last few that we've had have been really successful. So I have one on Tuesday. What I'm going to have you do, again, I don't want to just invite the whole business builders, but if you would like to be invited to that, could you just message me, or, go on, even you can go on right now and say, hey, Anna, message me on Facebook, Anna, invite me to it's the Taste of Good Life. But that'll be Monday night at 7:30. Eastern time. But it's just a good, again, it's just a fun, different, if you're giving them all the information stuff, what we've had is that we have a lot of directors involved. So what happens is that it tends to be a good place and a lot of good energy. They see a lot of support, that they would get within our groups and stuff like that too. So it tends to be very successful. So, it's also a great place too, that if some of you are just inviting people, you're just starting to invite people, that if you invite them, this could be a way to invite them. Hey, I was thinking about you because, I'm having so much business. There's all these ice cream things coming up. It would be a great summer job for you, whatever. There's this, and see sort of what their interest is and say, wow, there's this virtual thing happening on Tuesday. I'd love to invite you, just to get some more information. If you would like to be invited, just Facebook message me and just say, hey, Anna, invite me to the opportunity thing. That's where that would be. And then you invite as many people as you want. You invite your people all over the place. Good.
Anna, you said Tuesday night on that?
Tuesday night.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I thought you were going to tell me something that I had going on Tuesday night that you would know about.
Yeah, I plan on being there. I'm just going to be, you'll probably see me at a baseball game, but I'll be there.
Yeah, well, that's what's fun is that you can be, and you don't really, I do the posts and stuff, and I answer the questions, anybody can always jump in and stuff, but it's, again, it's just a good way. A lot of times what happens is when you invite the people, if they say they're going, like maybe on Tuesday, to tag them and say, remember Susie Smith, this is happening tonight, or whatever, so just sort of, but again, it's just sort of that will offer that to help you guys do that. So good. All right, Amy. Okay, so who else needs to share? Megan Trumpy, what happened good for you this week?
I have 2 girls underneath me now.
Yay!
Yay! I did
Yay!
one last week and then one this week. So,
Another one, or this was?
I did one last week and then one on the Tuesday of this week.
Yes. Okay, I did. I saw that while we were gone. Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
some other potentials as well?
I'm hoping so. Both these girls actually, Tori, the one that I was on Tuesday, she's an old friend of mine. We went to high school together.
Oh.
And I got Kim from her party, my one last week.
Oh, and then
Kim
Tori
came from her
decided.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tori decided to do it too. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it actually worked out good. So we had lunch together sometime this week. We went to lunch together and just kind of talked to him and stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes.
Good. Excellent. Good job, Megan.
Thank you.
That's exciting. The team started. How about you, Katrina?
Well, nothing major.
Yeah,
Not
I
like
think,
we wanted.
yeah, we do have some major stuff. The fact that you tell the major stuff, just the fact that you did certain things.
I talked to people.
Yeah, actually ask them if they want to be a consultant. That was something new
Yeah,
for you this
I
week.
I did that, and I asked a bunch of people about parties, and I either got no's or no responses, or I have one who said she'll think about a virtual.
Good.
So
But you have more. You have the
I
other
know.
girl. Remember the girl that keeps asking questions?
right, and she hasn't really answered back.
All
so
right.
I had messaged her what she told me to, and I had no response. So I said, you know what? I messaged her, do you want to host a party? No response back. So I'm gonna message her probably tonight and ask her if it'd be okay if I invite her to the thing that you're doing on
Perfect.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
To see if she like that. I have 2 other ones I've been talking with for a while now. Who one wants to, but she's waiting to see what her husband's new work schedule is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't started that yet, but she told me when she does it, she's gonna call me. So, and she's a
Good.
good friend. And so, and my sister said, right now she's working her job, and then she has to help her boyfriend with his company. I don't know. So, and then the other one who I asked about, who I met at the party that we talked about,
Yeah.
her email address is actually Foodie Girl, something along those lines.
Booty
So-
girl?
Foodie.
Oh,
Food.
foodie girl.
Yep. Well,
Jason laughing.
but
Our job is going to be shock and amaze Jason at all times. Okay, good. Good, Katrina.
she had never considered it, she said.
Oh,
She had never thought of the idea of being a consultant. She says she has she's helping plan a wedding this summer for someone. So, but she might host a party next summer, is what she said.
next summer?
Yes. So I wasn't sure what to do, but I sort of just said, okay, well, and I continued playing well, you really enjoyed the products. I think you would really enjoy this. And she said she loves to cook. I said, you would have so much fun. So I don't know, maybe her wheels are turning.
Invite her till Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
Yeah, sometimes when they, just, again, it's a place for more information. So,
Right. So I have to find her on Facebook because we're not actually friends on Facebook. So
yeah, friend her on the
Katrina, can I give Katrina a hint?
Sure.
do.
Is it okay? I'm not trying to steal your stage, Anna.
Please steal it.
Please do.
Okay, so when people ignore me, it drives me crazy.
Mhm.
So and you see their little face drop down so they read the message.
Right.
Anna ignores me all the time because I know she reads my messages. So I write, what do you think, with a question mark? Like if I've asked them a question and they're refusing to answer me, and then sometimes that will, get them to answer for me to again send just a question.
Well, that's the problem. The one who was asking me questions, it's still a check mark. It doesn't show her face drop down yet.
Oh,
I know she said she was studying for tests, so I'm wondering if it's finals for college,
yeah.
you know? So I'm
But
hoping.
if they have seen it and they're still ignoring you,
Right.
try to, and if they don't know you and if they respond rudely, then, oh well.
Right. She keeps asking questions about the business and says she's interested, so I tell her stuff, but I have like the last couple posts I gave to her, they're all still check marks. There's not, her face hasn't dropped down yet, so she hasn't read them.
Yeah.
So like, ugh. So,
And you know,
yeah,
somebody could have gone away for the weekend. You know, I mean, they could be, or like you said, she
Right.
could have just went offline so she could study.
Mhm.
Heidi, and I do that. You know, so what do you think, or something like that, or do you have any thoughts? Cause of too, what happens, I think, sometimes is that I know I do it all the time. Like I might have been like, you know, on that trip and just thought, oh, somebody was, okay, I'll get to that later, and
Right.
then walked away. So they're not purposely,
Yeah.
you know, in ignoring us. It's just some of these you have no response to. You know, if you have information out, you know, and you've asked them and there's no response, I think, you know, if you see that they've seen it, that they're good ones to go back and, you know, after a day or so and say, you know, what do you think? Or, you know, have you thought any more about this, or, you know, something like that.
Right.
So,
Right. So I've
Good.
been waiting to see for her to read it because I think she sounded like she was going to do it.
yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
showed you the messages. It sounded like she was gonna say yes. She was just
Mhm.
a little more questions. So I am gonna invite her to the thing Tuesday, and I'm gonna invite the other two who keep contemplating it. Maybe they'll finally jump into it. So
Yeah. And let's
hopefully
find
I get
some
some
more.
here.
It's the same thing. It's that consistency, the consistency. Keep asking, keep asking. So,
And my sister, I asked if she actually has her Facebook page still or not to see if I can invite her. I don't know if she does anymore.
for cookies? Oh, yeah, grease it. Okay. Shh, I'm busy. Go ask your father. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Hi, Gracie.
Hi, Heiny. Okay, so that's great, Katrina. That's very exciting. So I know that you're working hard on that too. All right, Jason, it's try not to make eye contact. All right, Jason, it's your turn. What could happen for you this week? Oh, wait, you're on mute. Oh, there you go.
Not a whole lot exciting. The only thing is I did talk to, which I placed an order through my website for my friend's mother in California, and she's thinking about becoming a consultant. So she said she'd let me know as soon as she talks to her husband.
Oh, Jason, so you might want to invite her to Tuesday night, huh?
I mean, she placed $140 order before taxes and shipping, and she says, "Oh, don't worry, I have another order for next month, but I got to spread it out so my husband doesn't get mad."
So did you follow up with her about the consulting, or did you?
Yeah, I talked to her last night more, and she said she would let me know after she talks to her husband, but she said she would definitely contact me first before she did anything. But she said she thinks there's a lot of people in the area where she's at that like Pampered Chef, but she said she doesn't know of anybody in the area there that sells it anymore.
Mhm.
Plus, I
Good.
mean, she'd be under me, and she wouldn't even technically be direct competition because she'd be across the country.
Exactly. Exactly. That's awesome. Good,
Yeah.
Jason. So
I
that's
don't have any parties going on. I have one I'm doing one at a restaurant, but it's not going to be until July.
okay.
And then I have a couple people I'm working on virtual parties, and I have one I got to follow up with about a cookie. Kind of a little slow, but I just placed a group order of stuff that people wanted, so I'm over $400 already this month. So I mean, I'm not horrible.
Yeah,
And that's
that,
not parties.
yeah. Well, that's maybe you and I can work on that this week then to get these parties nailed down and get them moving.
Okay.
And we're going to
All
talk about that a little bit too tonight. We're going to talk about booking. So,
All right.
good.
Sounds good.
Yay, Jason. Good, good. All right, Stephanie, are you there? She's trying to hide so we can just see her forehead. She's doing that, Shannon, like you try to do that so you don't get no eye contact. You think I won't call on you. I'm calling on you, Stephanie.
No, my phone charger is like the wires are like popping out, so it's not really charging my phone. So I have to like lay it a certain way and not move. But it's been really good. It's only been my second week like active. And last week I submitted my first 2 shows, and this week I just submitted my 3rd show yesterday, and I've got 2 more shows that are going on right now.
Wow.
And the rest of the month I have at least 2 shows a week, and now I'm already starting to book into June. But it sounds really great, but like half my shows have been like no one's like responding or like buying. So I'm kind of like, it like balances out. Like I have one good show and then the next show it doesn't do anything. So I'm glad that I have so many things to just fall back on. My 30-day end date is on Wednesday, and I need to make $300 more.
Yay!
Stressing and motivating. And this coming Sunday, I'm doing my first vendor show. So I'm excited and like nervous about that.
Good. And we've started asking people about the opportunity as well.
Yes. Yep. I have 2 definites, just not right yet. And I don't know how to like approach, okay, so like when should I get back to you? I invited a couple of people to Tuesday's thing, and then I'm still chatting with a few to get them on the train, the Tuesday train.
Good. That's awesome. What about, so these 2 definites, but they're not what are they saying to you?
One of them is a young mother of 2 kids, and she's trying to finish school, so she's just really busy with that, aside from work. And then the other said she's too busy right now in this season, so I don't know if I should talk to her like in a couple of months about it. I did invite her to the show, but she said she wouldn't make it, which is weird because it's a virtual show, so it's not like at a specific time.
Yeah. Well, and it's something she could always go back to as well. So how do you know she didn't make it? She clicked can't go?
Well, I wanted to ask her permission before I added her because I didn't want to like be sketchy or like.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, and she said she can't make it?
Yeah.
Well, you could say to her, you know, what's fun is because it's virtual, she could go back and read it later. She could say, you know, you could invite her and she could go if she wanted to. But I think that's something that's an interesting thing. If somebody says not right now, because that happens even with bookings, right? That we ask people, and they're like, you know, not right now. I can't really do it right now. But, you know, what do we say to them? And a lot of times I'll say, you know what, when do you, if not right now, when would be a better time? Just ask them, when would you like me to check back with you? You know, are you thinking, because here's the funny thing I'll tell you is that we would have, if we do vendor events and stuff, on one of the forms that I've used before as a drawing slip, and Shannon, Heidi, you might know this too, that, you know, it says on there, do you want to have a party? Yes, no, or not now. And if they click not, if they say not now, right under it, we always say, if not now, when? And to me, and it sounds like you, if they say not now, I'm thinking, well, it must mean like they want to do it in the fall. You know what I mean? Like they're going to wait a minute. You'll say not now, and they'll say, oh, probably like end of May. You know, and you're like, oh, okay, that's not now. You know, like, because you don't, it's the same thing. You don't know the answer unless you ask them. So I would say, you know, I know this is something that you're interested in. I just want to make sure that I don't let you slip through the cracks. When do you think would life slow down for you? Or when are you looking that maybe this would be a better possibility so that I can make sure that I follow up with you? And just ask them.
Okay.
Just do it, Stephanie.
I will.
Take control. But yeah, but that's good. Yeah, and you and I keep talking about this too. Yeah, as many people as we can get there Tuesday, I think will be a good thing too. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Good job. Good job. All right, Jen Tagle is in the dark with Faith. Are you there, Jen? I see mute, but I don't see anything. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's on mute. Jen. Oh, there you are.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay.
So what?
I've been trying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been having problems.
Oh. Well, what good is that? What good happened for you this week?
So I'm doing a fundraiser at my work, and they're like a bunch of fuddy duddies, but they want me to do an actual. Oh, you're hungry? Okay. They want to do like a live presentation, so I started using some of the products that I haven't used yet, so I can do something in the microwave, because they have microwave and they have a dishwasher. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So where is this again?
At my work.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so that should be fun, right? They want to do it somewhat after work, but not quite after work. So, like, I think they close at like 5:30. A lot of people, but they know I leave at right before 4, so they want to do something. I'm not sure where I am. Sorry, I'm trying. I don't know.
We can see it.
Waffles? Okay, yeah, because that sounds fun. Faith, she wants me to bring waffles, but anyway, I made that Reese's tort cake. I go up here. Oh, yeah, you did. And it came out really good, and I took a few pieces to people that were on the fundraiser because they asked me. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna bring that in?" And I did. So they're like, "Oh yeah, this is really good." And they're like, "I have Rock Rocks on my wish list." I'm like, "You should get it."
That's
So
right.
anyway, I guess I'll be doing like some live presentation in the next week or a week and a half so that we can get that party wrapped up too. So
Excellent.
yeah, so that's about it. But you know,
That's it.
it's
That's it.
exciting. I still don't know where I am.
Well, we can see you fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. All right, guys. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for doing. I think everybody, shared. You know, and again, I think that it's fun. I hope for you guys too to hear what everybody else has going on. It's a chance to bring up some other stuff and to talk. But today, I want to talk about bookings outside of getting them from the parties. You know, because again, a lot of us when we're just starting, we've got to get those parties set up ahead of time. But the other thing is too is, you know, if we've got some holes, if you're just really working your business, restarting it and trying to get, and you're not up to that 6 to 8 shows right now, we need to go find it. We're not getting them from parties. We've got to go find them from other parties. And something that I want to make sure that that we talk about is I want to talk about, we're going to talk about prospecting because that's really, you know, we got to find out if we're not going to get them from the parties, who are we going to get parties from? And what are actual parties themselves first? And this is because of, I know some of us are, you know, reaching out and maybe not having quite the luck that we're, you know, to get the shows and things. But I want to talk about just briefly about some few elements of parties that make them so that people want to book. There's 3 elements, 3 F's, right? Are the reasons why people book parties. One of them is what?
Friends.
Friends. That's, yeah, one of them's friends. So if we talk about the friends, that's the people getting together. Like they love the whole idea of just getting together with people. I don't know about you guys. I love when I have a party and somebody has come that maybe is their high school friend. They haven't seen them in 20 years. And like, that's one of the people they never thought would come, but that's one of them that shows up and it's a little mini reunion. I love if that's an excuse for them to get together. So friends is a big one. The other one is free.
Fun.
I think friends, Amy, go in with the, I'm going to put that in with the fun, the friends and fun. So you're exactly right. The friends fun goes together because it's the whole social element of it. You're right. That's a 4th F, but I'm going to put those 2 together. So friends and fun go together. So that's getting together, the people, but it's really the social part of it. And you will have people that just want to have a party because they love to get their friends together. They don't really care about what they get for free, right? They just want to have everybody over to have cocktails and just to hang out. Like they love to be that party place. They just think everybody needs a party right now. I just had somebody want to do a virtual party, even as like a celebration when school is out, kind of thing. So, oh, I feel like I just went unstable for a minute. Okay, can you hear me? Everybody good? Did you lose me for a minute? No. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so that's it. So you're right. Food and fun, friends and fun, that's the one thing. That's one of the reasons. Okay, so what's the other one? Let's do another one.
Food.
Food, yes. The food is another one. Yeah. People love the recipes. They love to eat. They love to, you know, that's where I think using the products and stuff like that, like they get really excited about the new products, checking them out and stuff. Food is another one. So that's something, you know, to keep in mind too, that's, you know, that's a reason. And I think that you can think about some of your friends. Some of your friends really like this one, not the booty call one, but booty call or whatever her name is. She wanted to be a food one. Like she loves to cook. She loves to be in her kitchen and stuff. Like she would be one that, when we approach them, that it would be, really focusing on the food. The next one is the free. And I think sometimes we go into that and that's what we focus on. What are the specials for the month? What can they get for free? What's the host special? That's, sometimes where we focus in on everybody, and not everybody really could give a crap. Like, it's not worth them doing what they need to be a good host and to actually book it for the free stuff. So if you think about those 3 different catalogs or categories, so we have free, we've got the food, and then we've got the friends and the fun. So there's 2 points here. First of all, is that just like we personalize everything else, we've got to personalize to the people that we are talking to. So even if you're at a party, if you've got somebody that's so into the products, they're so excited about the products and stuff, but like Katrina, you had somebody that loved the products and stuff, but she only bought like a season's best and citrus peel or something. Maybe the free is probably part of that, because that's, you can tap into, but that she's also a foodie, that she loves to cook and stuff. So you can go into, this is a great opportunity because you can cook and get paid for that. You can cook and get all these products, so you can sort of go, put them side by side kind of.
Yeah.
They might.
Yet.
You tried, yeah, but that's good. But I mean, I think it's very good to be aware of these different pieces of it. And then you've got the people that are just the party people. They're just excited to be there and be together with their foods and their friends and the fun of it. That, to be really conscious about that, here it is. Hey, listen, this is a great time that we could get all the couples together, do a Jack and Jill battle of the sexes around the pool, for the summer, or on their patio, or you're going to the campground every summer and every weekend and hanging out with your friends. Let's do a pepper chef party, just something different for you guys to do. I'll come and we'll get everybody involved and we'll have a cooking party, get your friends together. Like focusing more on that sometimes might be different than the other. But here's the other part of this. So this is when we're getting the parties, when you're actually doing the parties, whether they're virtual or whether they're cooking, to keep those in mind too. We really want to make sure you're going to book more shows and you make sure that you're delivering on each one of those aspects. If you are giving them and the most fun, social kind of, including all their friends feel comfortable, everybody's excited, really making that kind of an atmosphere and it's really a fun time, then they're going to be more apt to say, yeah, I want to do this too. If you talk about what they're going to get for free and talk about those products, so you want to make sure that you're doing all of those things except for focusing on the one thing that you're interested in too. So that's one part that I want to make sure, that food, that friends and fun, and that free. There's those different parts of it that you make sure that you break out when we're talking about prospecting and stuff. The other part of it, and we've talked about this in the past, I don't know if we talked about this in the first talk, the whole E, remember? So we're doing the E's and the F's. This is you in everything. You want to make sure that you are energetic, enthusiastic, and excited. Those 3 things. When you're talking about your business anywhere, you've got to have those 3 things. If you're talking about your business, you're talking about having parties, like, yeah, I do parties. I come in, I cook, we eat. That's my job. Like, everybody's like, that it's not going to attract people to want to do that with you. But if you talk about that, yeah, I've got this great new recipe this month, that we're doing. I love coming into people's kitchens. I love meeting new people. They're always fun. It's around the food. Everybody gets to play with the products. You're always excited. We always talk about being the most excited person in the room. That attracts people. People want to be a part of that. So just to keep those kind of things in mind, and that sometimes has to be really intentional when we're talking about that. Another idea, and I'm going to throw this out because this has nothing to do, but I've been brainstorming a little bit over the week while I was gone. What about with virtual parties? We're doing a lot of the 7 to 10 days. What about, and I know Nicole Barnico is doing, I call her Barnico, blog name, but Barnico, she's a hospitality director that her team out of Brunswick that's sort of been hanging around with us. But he's on to the 30-minute to an hour ones on a certain night instead of doing the 10 to 7 day ones, 7 to 10 day ones. She will schedule one night, and I think she still posts my party and does all that too. But we'll do like 2 or 3 days of prep ahead of time, you know, when the host invites or whatever. And on that night, the party is from 8 to 9 or 7:30 to 8:30 or whatever. And that's where the posts go. That's when the actual party is. That's when a lot of the product kind of stuff is, and it's quick and it's easy and it's fast. She's actually setting up her outline from the party packs. So if you do the party pack from like, you know, from the grilling one, or you know, what any of our party packs, the make and take salad jars, that's what her outline is, and those are the products that she's focusing on, and she's doing a, you know, and making it that. So my thought is, and then actually then you go and keep it open for about 2 or 3 days after, but that's, again, so altogether we're at about a week. But the actual party, that one focused part, is, you know, just that sort of hour. I was thinking, again, if we're looking at this food fun, you know, and making it, you know, just an exciting kind of thing to do, more of a theme thing. And, you know, I'm thinking this time of year, like a dorm room essentials, you know, doing a graduation kind of thing. So making sure that they invite people, everybody that's got kids graduating or things like that. Yes, Katrina, do you have a question?
What's a party pack?
Party packs are, if you go, party packs, Cambridge Chef Cooking Show packs. Cambridge Chef came up, if you go under cooking shows.
Yeah, I saw those theme shows. That's what those are?
Yeah, they call them party packs if you go under there, and then they've got them for, and if you go in there and you download it, there's different images that you can use. There's a whole guide that has recipes, tells you what products to use for the different recipes. And
oh, there is?
Huh?
There's all that? I just thought you just changed the letter.
No, you have to download the document. So you're looking, they're called actually party packs. Yep. And then you go on, you find it, and you download it. But it's a whole big, it actually comes as a whole big file onto your computer. And you can pull and choose, and it's got Facebook posts and everything.
All right, can you message me later on where exactly to find those?
Yeah, can you remind me? Can you message me, Anna? Tell me to do, okay, thank you.
Of course, thank you.
So just an idea that, you know, I'm throwing around, thinking of maybe changing up some of mine. So people, you know, with your 7 to 10 ones, sometimes they just, I mean, I don't know if people, I lose interest if it's too long. I like those LuLaRoe ones. They just pop on and they show them for an hour, and I can find what I want. I can even go back to it, find what I want. But, you know, that it's just more focused. You could do some more live kind of things, and that I was thinking about that too, to, you know, pop on at the beginning. I
read on the one virtual Pampered Chef website that a lot of people say 5-day parties are better.
I think you're going shorter, period. You know what I mean? I think you can do whatever you want. Now, there's still people on our team that are doing great with 10, but I think that, you know, anything that we're going to do virtually or we're going to do online, that I think the more we can set up, we can't depend that the same old is always going to work. You know, we're going to have to set up some and change things. And that could even be a really great thing to say, you know, hey, I'm looking for some guinea pigs. I want to try this new kind of a party. It's going to be focused on this. It's going to be 1 hour. You know what I mean? Like, it might even get you a few more shows for this month. I've been brainstorming. I have not worked on an outline. I think it would be easy enough. But it's just something I was thinking about. Okay, so here's what we're ready. I mean, we're really moving on time here. We need to prospect, and again, if you're a new consultant, you've got a really big list already. You've got that in your launch list. When you started, there was the 100, is it 50 people or 40 guests or something like that, or 40 people that you go through and you write down all of the people, you know, acquaintances. They could be people that you just sort of heard about, you know, but coming in with that prospect list of initially saying, these are all the people I know. Whether you go through your Facebook page, whether you go through your phone, all the phone numbers you have, you want to start with some sort of a prospecting list. We talk about prospecting lists. Not only is your prospecting list from for bookings going to be changing, but your recruiting one is going to be well. We're going to talk about prospecting lists for that too. But I always talk about that those lists, if you're going to be a successful consultant, those lists are going to be alive. Those are going to be constantly growing, moving, changing, because you otherwise you're just stuck with those first 40, and you've just got a really stale, that's when you end up going. If you ever get to the point where you're like, oh, I just keep talking to the same people, I can't get out of my circle, then you have a dead, stagnant little list of prospects. We've got to find new people. And there's different ways that we can do that. One of the things when we talk about how, when, and where, if you are having parties, those new guests, your new customers, those are new prospects for you. So that's people that you're going to add on to your new prospecting. Any of your new customers, they give you your address, they give you their phone number, their email, you're friends with them now on Facebook. They've just given you permission to contact them when there's specials coming up or things like that. That's where you're going to find some of them. Where else do you think would be a good place to find new contacts, new prospects for your business? Where else would be good places that you can think of?
My hairdresser said I could bring some of the little bits in a book to her salon.
Absolutely.
And she's in a different and she was willing to do that for me.
Excellent. Excellent. So. What would be great too is if we can get her to actually do a party, because then again you'll get those customers and stuff, the new, then you'll get their phone numbers and stuff, definitely, with orders. But yeah, absolutely. But Teresa, that's perfect. Hairdressers, think about where you go during the day. Hairdressers, you get nails done, you go to the chiropractor, you go to the doctor, you take the kids somewhere, all those different places, post office, all those different places that you go for services for yourself or your kids or anywhere else. Those are great places. I'll tell you an example. I remember Emma was 10 months old when I started this, and then Grace was born, like 26 months after. I went through the whole, having to go to the OBGYN, all the time, pregnant. And I remember this was, early on then in my business. I remember taking catalogs, and I went up to the girls at the desk. When I checked in, I said, hey, it's Anna Beerling, I'm here. I also have some Pampered Chef catalogs. Do you mind? They're all stamped and everything. Do you mind if I leave them around on the tables around the office, right? Because everybody's always flipping. Now everybody's on their phone. Back then, you're always flipping through magazines. But I think it's still a good thing, to keep catalogs out like that if you have them. And they said,
Anna, was that like in 1955? Yeah,
nice, Heidi. And then you just keep it shut. And then they also, Shannon, stop laughing. So they also then, but one of the group, they said, your Pampered Chef, can we have one? So I left them one in the office. By the time I left, two of them were co-hosting a party. We set up a party that I went. The doctors ended up showing. I think that was my first $1,000 party because I took catalogs there, and I don't, and again, it's just advertising, just to have them there, but it gets you, it's a good way to talk to people. And just to sort of start that kind of conversation. So anywhere you're going, those kind of things when you're doing services and stuff like that is a great way. Does anybody else have a comment or where you think would be a good place, or where the weirdest place that you've found a new prospect on your list?
I do have a question. On the back of the book, I've been writing my name and my phone number. Should I be writing like my Facebook page as well? Because a lot of people, or is just the phone number the best?
I would put your website address, Teresa, because since they could go right to your website and order, I would put your website.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's something this is a challenge I'm going to give you, because now we're going to talk about when you are out and about, what happens. Oh, let me just back up for a minute. So another place to get them. Who said they were doing a vendor event this weekend? Who told me that? Stephanie? Yeah, Stephanie's doing on Sunday. Vendor events, that's one of the best ways to get out of your own circle as well. Because then you're in front, and we can do, and we really should do a whole nother training on events. correct, Shannon. We should do a training on how to do vendor events, because if you're going to just be like a crafter and put your stuff out on a table and sit behind the table and just sit there and think people are going to do things, then it's just not going to, it's going to be a waste of your money and your time. So the vendor events, that's something we can totally do a training on how to actually make those successful. But that's a great way, because then again, you get totally strangers coming up and being able to contact them as well. One of the other ones is fundraising.
Did you just say attack them?
Huh?
Anna?
What?
Did you just say attack them?
I did not say it.
I thought that's what you said.
I don't think, do you attack them?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you do.
Sorry.
No attack.
Keep going.
But it's a great way to get new contacts. Fundraising is another great way to get new contacts. And a lot of times I like them because when you've got a fundraiser, a lot of times the people that are ordering, or the people that are the chair people of the fundraiser, they are really motivated. They're self-motivated more even than for free stuff, because they want to get as many sales and orders because they want to be able to raise the money for their organization. So fundraising is huge. You know, and we've talked about this, that, you know, I might say, who do you know that's involved in an organization that's doing fundraising? That's one of those things that you can, I think it's one of the easiest ways to approach people, because you might see somebody go on and say, I just set up a GoFundMe page. Or, you know, you look in the little news, you know, those little free, we have them out here. I don't know if you guys in the other parts of the country, I would think, but your catalog, in your mailbox, you get those little free newspapers, you know, the little weekly ones or whatever, that people will put in there that this, you know, the fire department is having a spaghetti supper, raise money for this, that, or the other. Here's your call, and then for more information, it's got this number. Here's your call. You call them and say, hi, you know, my name is Anna Vierling. I'm with the Pampered Chef. I saw that you were having a fundraiser, that you were raising funds for X, Y, and Z. I would love to help. I have, with the Pampered Chef, a great fundraising program. Everybody loves Pampered Chef. We could either come and do a cooking event, or, you know, we could just set it up online, or we could just, I would love to help. I've got something to offer you that could help you raise some more money. You know, would it be something you'd be interested to talk some more about? So fundraising, again, then you've got a whole reach of, you know, if you have a daycare that maybe was, you know, daycares sometimes will do little fundraisers for more tools, you know, for more products and stuff for the kids to play with or whatever. So they do a fundraiser. If you've got 5 different families in the daycare, you know, and each of them go and get 5 orders, that's 25 new customers for you that you've had no idea or no interest, you know, that you just never know. Dance, you know, companies, all of that, summer camps, all of them, you know, would look for fundraising. You know, some girl had told me that sometimes, you know, you're just driving down the street and you'll see benefit car wash for whatever, call for more information. So she'll take a picture on her phone. Now you've got the phone number, and then again you call them, find out, you know, who's doing the car wash, and again you've got something to help them, you've got something to offer them for fundraising too. Tell you, we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you an idea of something to do, and then we're going to go. But when you're out and about, wherever you are, you have a great tool with you, and these little mini catalogs. Okay, you see these? Is this the updated one? Yeah. And now I think the summer ones are out now, right? Or you need to order summer ones, so they would be a good one too. So these little mini catalogs, they're not expensive. You can go right on to the supply order and get a bunch of them. On the back, you know, they are able to be mailed, like it says to and from or whatever. I usually just stamp them, you know, put my information on it. Here's challenge. I don't care if you are at the grocery store, you know, talking to the clerk or the hairdresser, or you're getting your teeth done or whatever you're doing, that you have these. And the challenge is that every week, this comes from Judy Gold. So Judy, you saw last week, she talks about this a lot. Again, she's been in the business for 30 some years in rep sales, and she would do this when she was actually on the field. But her goal, again, we're talking about being intentional and scheduling, was that she would 10 of these and put them in her purse or her car or her bag or her, Jason, you can stick them right in your back pocket. So you can do all of that and have and have them here. And then what your goal is throughout the week is that you're going to give 10 of these away. That's your goal, is that you give 10 of these away with your information. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you've not heard me say this before, and if you haven't, if you go into the Rite Aid and you start talking to the girl and say, you know what, I really make it a part of my job. Every week I give away 10 of these. It's got my information on it, and I would love for you to be one of those 10 people. You know, you're having a fun little conversation. She's adorable, whatever. You would love for her to have one of these. She even said, and this is a quote from one that told me this, I love Pampered Chef. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely doing a party. I am going to call you because I want to have a party. I need your information. I'm going to do this. And then she takes it. Look in my eyes. Amy, are you looking in my eyes? She will not call you. She will never contact you. You will never hear her again. From her, I promise you. Don't even think it's the most new thing, because she will not get in touch with you. Okay?
Never.
Never. She won't. You'll never hear from her again. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take 10 of these, but you're also going to have one of those little, I'm not, let me just look at you. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those little drawing slip packets. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't have one right here. I think I have one in my bag. You're going to take one of the, you know, the drawing slips that you get, you know, the little pad of drawing slips, right? That they do. So you're going to take, and this is your conversation. You know what? It's my job to, I make it part of my job to give 10 of these away. I love my business so much. When everybody, try to give 10 of these away to everybody to, you know, in the week. And I would love for you to be one of them. Would you like this with some more information? It's got some great stuff. It's got all my information. Yes. Okay. I'm going to give you, but I also do a weekly, or you could say I do a monthly drawing, what I call an out and about drawing. I do a monthly out and about drawing that I can give this to you, but if you also will fill out this little piece of paper with your information, I'll enter you into the drawing so that you can, you know, so that you'll be in there for something free, okay? And so you get them to fill that little slip out, and then so you give them this, and you take the slip back. I know that Judy would attach it to this, so you'd actually attach it. You would actually staple it to the front so that when you know, you pulled it out and say, I would love for you to have one of these, but if you fill this out, I'll put you in my monthly. Don't do a weekly one because then you're giving too much stuff. Your monthly out and about drawing that, you know, you'll send her some, you know, you'll send something for free. Okay, so then you take it off and then you give it to them. Okay, and now so at the end of the week, you're going to give out 10 of these, and you're going to have 10 of the slips. Now, is everybody going to give you and fill out one of those slips? No. You're going to have some people go, no, I don't really want to, okay? But really, if maybe even 3/4 of them did, that's 7 new contacts for you to add. Those are new prospects for you that now have your information. Then you've got the people to follow up. If they've given you their information and stuff, now you've got the thing to contact to follow up. You are not going to wait until the end of the month to follow up with them. You're going to call them or contact them the next day, at least within 24 hours. That's my thing. We'll hear all over. Call them 24 to 48 hours, but within 24 hours. You know, we're talking about at a party. That girl was really interested. You know, was really excited. She might be cancelled. Don't wait. Do it within 24 hours because they still remember you. They still remember how much fun they have. They still have this flyer kicking around. So your call then to them is, hey, Anna, it was so great to meet you at the Rite Aid. Did you have a chance to look through at some of those new products? I wanted to see what you thought about them. Was there any of them that you were really excited about? They tell you what they're excited about, and then you can tell them, well, listen, I've got a great way that if you really want that, we can get it for free or discounted or something like that too. So make sure to keep that, and that's going to be your challenge for this week, is that you give out 10 of these, and then we get some more flyers, because you want to start this new list and really start our this breathing, living prospect list. So we've got new people to contact. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. So that is your challenge. The other thing, last thing, and then I know we're going right over, is that so we need to really start. So your job this week is to make sure you've got your list. If it's going from your original launch list, or you need to say, I don't even know what she's talking about a launch list, I'm going to start a list right now. This is your prospecting list. These are your people that you need to contact or can contact about having a party or just something about your business. The other thing is, and I know with my team, I've been lax because I was not here. I want to make sure that you guys are filling out. Remember what I told you your little Business Builder Bible is going to be? Your little tracker, right? Why can't here's one for somebody. Remember your little tracker, your 90-day tracker? So that this, have you guys been filling this out so far? Remember, this is May. So we're going to see all the shows you've got going, what you booked, actually happening. So Stephanie, especially, she's going to have all these things she originally booked, but if she's parties that didn't actually happen or they're not getting submitted because nobody really ended up doing, like, these are going to be the ones that she actually submits. So start filling this out, because this is going to be something that I know I'm going to be reaching out to my team this week, but make you be proactive. Be proactive to talk with your director and say, hey, I want to schedule a call this week. I want to talk about, I want to talk about my, I need to schedule my business builders call this week. Schedule that with them. The other thing to do too is if you have a party this week, Judy said that you be proactive and say, okay, I had my party, or I just closed my virtual party. We need to talk about it so that we can do that show-based coaching. That's going to be really important too, as we're going as well. And then make sure if you want to be invited onto the virtual party for the opportunity event for Tuesday night and you're not invited already, please personal message me and I will invite you as soon as we get off here. So, okay, good. Any questions, comments? All right, I'm excited for you guys. So let's make it a great week. Let's be intentional. Again, things to see this time of year, but whatever shows you count in, then you get an extra paycheck a month. And I'm really excited for you guys. All right, let's get some stuff done. I will talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.